undercover brother. Woo! Bit of Scottish music. Alright, I've told you guys a few stories. About Somalia and all the bullshit that went on with that tour. But hang on, I'm gonna let the king out. Yeah, I've come home. I come home from Somalia in '93, which was 28 years ago now. Now, I've been watching a war unfold in our own backyards, right? And at 51, I realise I'm just a prisoner, right? We're all prisoners. Because in our mind is a cube, okay? We think with a cube, okay? It's a cube in chains. It's called Babylon. Yeah, it's called Babylon. You know, the reggae guys sing about it all the time, you know, down Babylon. And then you got comes from the Tower of Babel and Babylon the city. But the Tower of Babel, where a couple of thousand years ago they built temples. And the gods were meant to come down into the temples and rule. And when they built the Tower of Babel, wasn't Anu, it was Enki. Lord Enki came down and stopped them from communicating with one another, which, i.e., was psychically. They were talking to each other with their minds, and he confused them and sent them away. So all these psychic people that were like out of the 12 tribes of Hebrew.
COVID-19 is a serious...
12 tribes of Hebrew, the lost tribe of Judah, I believe they were, with that extra psychic ability. But Lord Enki confused them. So there's also talk in the Bible where the devil confused their tongues. So I believe that means he stopped them from being psychically talking to each other. Now, we've got 42% alien DNA in us out of 5 alien races, the treaty that was used to create us. And the other 58% of us is Yowie. That's why they can't find the missing link. Like, we haven't caught a Yowie yet, but the Yowies come from evolution from the single cell. They're also intertime dimensional travellers. That's why they're so hard to catch. And one of God's names is Yahweh. So, yeah. But like, we're only using 10% of our brain. Now, my sister's a psychic medium, right? She gets praise from 69 countries around the world. she writes 5 books and she gets all the praise in the world as a psychic medium. Now me, the veteran, he gets thrown in the nut house called schizophrenic and psychotic and gets an antipsychotic needle every 3 weeks. So, you know, I reckon fair suck of the fucking sav, mate, you know, like, fuck me dead. Do you think that's a bit wrong? You know, I'm in the same family as the psychic sister, you know, and I get told, oh, your great-great-grandmother's Romanian gypsy blood, and I'm like, oh, right. But I know how to free us from Babylon. All right, hang on. Okay. You need to get a circle with a square in it and a triangle in the square. Like that. Like that. Right? Make the circle blue, the square red, and the triangle yellow. Right? You put that on a computer. Then you unfold it 72 times. Like this. You'll end up like that. You put the next... When you unfold it once, you put the circle with the triangle and the square, and then you make it like a flower arrangement, a spiral, for the whole 72 shots. Once you've taken a photo of every unfold, all 72 of them, you put each photograph up on the computer and you make every 7th pixel pink. Then you get a computer program and you make the 72 photos with the pixel, every 7th pixel pink. You turn them into holograms. Now you can make a book or a computer program. Now, we only use 10% of our brain, right? So you get a 4-year-old kid and you show him the first unfold or the first picture, the hologram, right? And then you let him go away for a week. Then he comes back and then you show him the next unfold of the hologram until you get up to 72 of the whole lot of the photographs. They're like keys. Every time a kid looks at that hologram, it goes into the eyes, into his brain, and the cube. It's like unlocking a side of the cube. Now, this could be dangerous because we only use 10% of our brain. Now, when you use 20% of your brain, you're psychic. 54% of brain power, you can fly. 72% of brain power, you can morph and shapeshift. So, if we're going to do this to 4-year-old children, show them the 72 holograms and unlock the cube in their mind, free them from Babylon, we're going to be ready for an onslaught of some pretty smart people, if you know what I mean. But Yeah, I'm just the crazy veteran who's schizophrenic, psychotic, autistic, and PTSD and out of his head. And you thought we were heroes going to Somalia, right? You thought that was a pretty cool thing. Like, that's a pretty brave thing to do. But unlocking the children from Babylon, freeing them, is a bit more bigger mission than just going to Somalia. Now, the grey aliens won't like our minds evolving. Like, they'll get pretty upset, you know, because they're controlling consciousness. They patrol it. They police it because they're looking for the Philosopher's Stone. And one more thing. Circles aren't perfect. Right? 22 divided by 7 for pi is 3.2346179 repeater. So it's imperfect. Now once you go over halfway, you go into imperfection. So what you do is draw half a circle and then point it in a mirror. And the mirror image, the backwards image, will be the other half of the circle. Now, they could use that in computers. Make perfect circles. Because once you go over halfway, you go into imperfection. All right, I showed you how to free the children. I did put my mind on the line showing you this shit, you know. It's like, woo! Woo! But, yeah, it's fair dinkum. That's how you do it. My sister's a psychic medium and, well, I'm the schizophrenic, and let's say I channeled that, how to make those holograms. Okay, it's like I worked it out. I had the knowing, the seer, the know-how, how to save us. All right, go fuck off. See you later.